We are live from Skinny Atlas, New York. Dr. Faruqi, Dr. Kiltz on the CNY Fertile Fireside Chat. Welcome. Let's see, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook up there. We're trying to sort of integrate all of them. Jack 81, Montana, friend, hello. Making Baby McCree. Remember, always faith first. T. Dukes, and just call me
Henry E. Johnson.
Oh yeah, hello. Let's see, and all of us. Let's see, Gabrielle Heatwell, hello, and Samara. Good morning. Good morning. Making Baby McCree. Good morning. Dr. Faruqi and Dr. Kiltz here, sharing the Fertile Fireside Chat. There is a fire back there, right, Dr. Faruqi?
And we need it today. It's actually snowing here.
It was snowing in upstate New York, but you know, it is what it is, and it's all good. The weather is only what you think in the mind. And welcome. Let's see, Agnes Aniska.
Yep.
Let's see, Samara,
Angela.
Patricia,
yeah.
Jensky. Hello. Monday. We got a busy Monday. Dr. Faruqi and Dr. Corley, retrievals and transfers. I'll do some transfers and on the phone. Just we're connecting all around the globe, and it's really, really exciting. Wherever you're going, whatever spot you're at in this journey, know that a baby is yours, and you always have to have faith first. All right, we're going to get some questions. CNY Atlanta, R. Moore, 46 years young, FSH 47, estrogen less than 15. How do I lower my FSH to qualify for a retrieval? Priming. And which is the most important nutritional solution? It's carnivore. And if you do carnivore, HGH, Estrellas, Prometrium for at least 30 days, and look at Bella, steak and butter gal. You got to check her out. She's amazing, inspiration. We're all working to change the Ferrari, right? And you can always do a retrieval, low dose after priming, and then you can always add on
frozen eggs,
donor eggs. If it's not working with yours, be open to donor eggs, donor embryos, adoption, all things.
Essentially, be open for your baby.
Be open for your baby, because we do not know how it's going to happen. None of us do.
You don't.
We're on the journey, right? Hope always. And look at, we don't know the answer for you individually, but we do have numbers for global, but you're an individual person. So faith first and do something. If it doesn't work that way, keep doing it or switch it up. Don't give up, right? 2 shots of Lovenox or 1.
She's a donor.
No, she's doing donor cycle.
Okay, all right.
If you're doing an immune treatment,
there is a 1 dose. There's a 1-shot dose too, but I think 2 doses.
2 doses. So 30 to 40 twice a day. Prednisone 10 to 15, even up to 20 twice a day. Plaquenil-Prograf, I think twice a day is good. How about Allie? You want to get that, Dr. Faruqi?
Yeah. So Allie, is it true that high dosage of gonal F negatively affects egg quality? I just turned 31, no problems with, and my gonal F was up to 375 after 5 days. The answer is yes and no. Probably at your age, Allie, probably doesn't do much. Probably you'll have a better response. If you have low ovarian reserve and we increase the dose, it doesn't do anything except probably lower egg quality.
So lower doses maybe I think are great. Priming for 1 to 3 months, estrase, prometrium, and human growth or omnitrope or Cerevital, and then a low dose protocol, always good. All right, let's see. You want to get that one, doctor?
What's up? That's
okay.
Catchy words, huh?
Yes. America.
Miss America.
Right.
At least one of my babies is in your freezer as an embryo right now. I pray for them always and can't wait for you to do a transfer on me. That's exactly the way you should be thinking.
Always, you have to think faith and prayers always, right?
Your baby already exists in the universe.
And that's called the fertile secret.
Yeah.
And I wrote a daily intentions, inspirations, but write your own every single day. That's why you need that journal, and keep writing, keep sharing, keep creating, and don't give up at all, by the way. Let's see, Samara, does where the egg implants in the uterus play a part in the successful with a unicorn uterus?
Well, not that much, because luckily with the unicorn uterus, which basically is a kind of like a half a uterus, it doesn't really affect pregnancy. Once you get pregnant, there might be things that your doctor might want to watch closer, but answer is no. As long as it implants somewhere in the fundus and near the top end of the uterus, you're okay.
Yeah, and a lot of unicornate or didelphys have babies. Septums sometimes have to come down, but there are people that have babies. So Amy, stop responding to Provera to bring on a period, add estrogen with the progesterone. That's the best way, by the way. Estrellas Prometrium. When the nurses say, here's some Provera, Prometrium, ask for estrogen also. That's the better way to do it, by the way.
You need to be primed with estrogen.
It's better.
The progesterone.
And I don't like the birth control pill. Throw it out. Don't use it. It's deadly, not good, in my opinion. LDN and Prograf do for FETs.
They work.
It's about inflammation. Prograf, tacrolimus, is a drug used for helping reduce rejection of transplanted organs. Well, an embryo is a transplanted organ.
It sure is.
That's the amazing part to that, right?
There's nothing about an embryo that has your similar to your body, so to speak. It's absolutely a foreign body, but your body needs to tolerate it for the implantation.
Let's see, optimistically infertile. So I have a day 3 frozen embryo at CNY. Is it possible to do a thaw? Do PGT testing? Yes. I don't believe it's necessary to do that because most miscarriages are due to inflammation in the body. That's why in our family building guide, if you don't have a copy of it, you can go online and get a free copy on either CNY Fertility or Dr. Kiltz. It has all the immune protocols right here that you can learn more about the immune 3 and 4 protocols and keto lifestyle. And carnivore is the very top. Keto, at least, right? No matter if you're vegan or vegetarian or anything. But yes, you can thaw and do that. But
would you actually do that, Rob?
No.
I think we would just transfer the embryo because.
Well, that's what we recommend. Right.
Yeah, because your body actually does a way better job than any lab doing PGT testing to pick out a normal embryo.
And we've trained. Well, all the embryos are your embryos, and they're all normal. Or they're at least yours, and it's possible that the embryo corrects itself or the test was wrong. And we've seen so many wrong tests, and that's one of the problems. I was under the impression we needed birth control to sync our cycles.
Reciprocal. Well, that's a different story. We can still do it with
Estrellas and Prometrium. That's better. But you can do that. You know, we still recommend freeze embryos but if you want to try to line them up, the birth control pill is an option, but I don't love the birth control pill.
But I mean, they're coming from far away and you want to make everything happen in one shot.
Well, they come from everywhere, right? We come from everywhere, but people, if one shot, then it does help. You're right. Bethany, IVF, let me go up to Bethany.
Does IVF have a way of preventing chromosomal disorders, specifically trisomy 22? Miscarriage in February, and this was the diagnosis of the product of conception. 2 comments on that. First of all, I don't even recommend that we test products of conception because 9 times out of 10, the information doesn't bear any therapeutic value. So like right there, trisomy 22 is a freak in the division of the embryo. There is no survivability, so it always ends up in a miscarriage. And we don't necessarily get any healthier embryos than nature gets when we do IVF. So if you're testing just for that particular event, I don't think you're going to get anything out of it.
But you may want to do it because sometimes it gives you information that you're like, okay, I've got this.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind if that's it, but we can do it. So does meat cause endometriosis? No. Fatty red meat cures everything. That's why carnivore is the very best. And keto is good, but carnivore keto and Kiltz's keto is kick-ass. And I know I'm a neurotic crazy man on this, but check out Kiltz's keto. The new Kiltz's keto carnivore is on its way. And Faruqi knows I'm crazy, but look, we've been doing this, and it's a game changer.
Took care of I had arthritis pain everywhere. It's all stopped. Same thing happened to you.
Oh,
We have
years ago.
So many patients come back to us and tell us how it changed their day-to-day lives. Not to say fertility.
And plants are poisonous. They're the predators. But remember, the food companies want you to eat all the toxic chemicals to keep you controlled. Remember, they sold you cigarettes and alcohol and a healthy lifestyle. They're lying. Not purposely, but they do want your money, right? Is keto good ideal for someone who has low activated and mutual immune profile?
Well,
absolutely. But carnivore keto is kick-ass. And check out, Michaela Peterson, Jordan Peterson, Bella, Steak and Butter Gal, Ken Berry, Maria, Craig Emmerich, Paul Saladino, Sean Baker. With Sean and I are going to be chatting sometime in the coming weeks, but there's so much out there. When it comes to fertility, carnivore is number one.
Now,
I know.
There's another, just get down there a little bit there. Yeah, can you bring it down?
You mean you want to come this way?
Yeah, look at what Making Baby McCree said. The carnivore healed my inflammation and no more painful periods, and eczema and depression is gone. Every single patient says the same thing.
Look, I've been doing this for now over 10 years. It is outrageously amazing.
The only thing it didn't do is didn't show you're crazy.
Oh, I'm crazy. Listen, what I've learned is, and this is the craziness, if you don't know anything about the glycobiome, this is the most important particle, the layer of our body, and this is what's damaged, which then ultimately damages the microbiome. This is it. But we are absolutely sharing some amazing things. I say eat liver, live longer, and plants, they are the predators and we're the prey. That's it. Oh, Vanessa Rodriguez, CNY Fertility Members Group. You can click, and we're going to have links below, but check out Bella, Steak and Butter Gal. Check out Ken Berry. Check out Michaela Peterson, Sean Baker, Paul Saladino. And one meal at night, that is it. Not a 6-hour window of eating. We're not grazing animals. We're carnivores, right? And remember, life is a gift, right?
Yeah.
And we have to have faith in our friends and our families. But Bella, Steak and Butter Gal, has a great family village, and the CNY Fertility Support Group, a great family. And we're going to be creating a Zoom group, Kiltz's Crusaders on a Fertile Life, and that you could just be a member there, nominal fee to keep us all in the village of positive support, right? Because there's a lot of negativity out there. We want to kick some ass, right?
Optimistically infertile. I had severe endo removed in June 21. My PMS this month is so painful. I feel like it's back. Should I consider another laparoscopy? Or medical treatment too is another option.
Listen, this is number one. I'm telling you, this is the crazy shit. I tell you, changed my life. And use the yolk and not the whites if you think you have allergies to eggs. And try like goose eggs and ostrich eggs, and also ghee instead of the butter, because it's the proteinaceous particles that we are likely allergic to. PRP increased chance of good egg quality.
Yeah.
Lopa Patel. We do ovarian rejuvenation. Now, again, whether it works or not, we don't know 100% for you. And there's always risks of infection or damage. We don't know which one you are, but it's all possible, right? And
another thing that improves egg quality is when we do IVF stacking.
Duo, triple stems.
Yeah.
He's the stacking man. He likes to stack things, but that's it. Stack them. And the more you do, it builds the blood flow, reduces inflammation. It's so critical and important, by the way. All right, let's see. Coffee or tea, but mostly water. I go for the bubbly stuff, but again, straight water is critical. No whiskey, wine, or beer. It's deadly of any significance or frequency. Sips from time to time. And I treat with Kiltz's ice cream, right? You got to check it out. And that's amazing. Transfer 41 I'm on pregnant boosters. I started spotting yesterday, but got heavier today. I'm on progesterone and I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I'm a traveling patient and beta is 412. Have faith and patience, stay on everything. Don't change it. Faith and patience, stay on everything. That is the critical part, and never, ever, ever, ever give up or give it up, right? And have faith in God first.
And by the way, a lot of patients who get pregnant with IVF, they have spotting. It's a very common feature, and it doesn't necessarily mean you're having a miscarriage or you're losing the baby. So just keep the faith and follow the plan.
And a good question, if we assume everyone's doing some form of keto, consider these questions. Is there anything you can do? Look at the family building guide. Immense, amazing things. Don't forget endometriosis, immunologic disorders. That's why we add lotus naltrexone, maybe CBD oil, omega-3 fatty acids. That's why acupuncture, massage, meditation, and prayer. The antimicrobial protocol, the antihistamine protocol, and the medical anti-endo protocol, which is, what do we do for medical endometriosis?
You do a lot of letrozole and Orilissa. I do a lot of Lupron.
Lupron or Orilissa plus letrozole for at least 30 days, maybe 60 days, may be very helpful. But again, let's see here. The ovarian bloom and molecular fertility, male and female supplements. Listen, the FDA has come down and said, hey, these things may not help or work, but most people believe taking something may be valuable and helpful. We believe we put together a good mix of supplements. And if you don't like beef liver, try Kiltz and Nutritional Solutions. But this is where you add the beef liver, goose liver, duck liver to the meats, add an egg yolk and some butter and molten salt. Game changer. But absolutely, if you look in the family building guide, there's a lot of things you can do. The laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, ERA, the M analysis are possible, but we just say treat with the antimicrobial, the antihistamine, and the anti-endo protocol.
So Sun Gurusha has an HSG test that is scheduled, but the period is late. Can you do a test without regular periods? Absolutely. All you have to do is just
do a home pregnancy test
and let us know. We'll figure the rest out.
Yeah, and there are so many women with no periods or irregular periods. Absolutely, negative pregnancy test. Do it. Now that doesn't mean you're not going to be pregnant tomorrow, but everything is a little bit of a risk in this process of life. So, by the way, share CNY Fertility Support Group, Kiltz's Keto. Share these ideas. Listen to something you don't believe in, and if what you're doing isn't working, do something you don't believe in. That's what I did when I went carnivore, keto, and 1 meal a day. It's really, really radical, by the way. All right, Jessica Martin.
I am in a
2 week wait.
Okay, is that what it is?
2 week wait.
Okay. With my last PGT tested normal embryo, third FET. It sadly, if it sadly doesn't work, trying to be positive and hopeful. Are you allowed to transfer abnormal embryos? Just think of everyone who doesn't test and has normal health. All right, so
he was an abnormal embryo, and look at
my mother didn't know that. Though.
Judge not lest he be judged. I'm telling you, the testing is wrong so often, and or the embryos correct themselves.
We don't know that for sure, but but we do know right here at CNY that when we have transferred a lot of abnormal embryos, our pregnancy rates with abnormal embryos. It's about 15%.
Well, there are plenty of babies, and they're all normal.
Yeah.
That's the craziness. So either the embryo testing was wrong, or there's a correction. We have to imagine that as we injure our body or people get cancer, there's a correction that happens either with or without treatment, by the way. The
implantation, so it's a vie quotidienne. It's actually a French for daily
Good
life.
thing you know French.
Yeah. Okay. Implantation failure. All tests normal. That doesn't mean anything. We do test for implantation failure, but we don't have the whole picture. And there's still a lot of things we can do. These things.
You got to look at these things. And carnivore keto is kick-ass. Sorry for my language. But at least keto and 1 meal a day and add the fat. And if you're a vegan, coconut fat, and that's it. But almonds, oat milk, coconut milk in general. Milk is for a baby sucking a breast. Once they're done, move on. No bottles, by the way. But yeah, it's so many things to help on this. It's crazy.
Can you start estrus and Prometrium priming on any day of your cycle or just day 21? Actually, any day. And if you're pregnant and you started it, it doesn't
It's still
change.
okay.
Because we give it to all the embryo transfers.
Right. So start your priming at any time. CNY Fertility Global Team, the Fertile Access Team, anytime. Estrellas, Prometrium, Omnitrope, Cerevital, anytime. Right. Don't wait for my period. And get a baseline at any time.
Should I, making baby, should I increase Lovenox to 2 doses? I'm taking 130.
Yeah, 2 doses, although 1 is still good, but we're asked the question, let's do it. And don't forget molecular fertility supplements and the nutritional solutions, which look at liver, eat liver, live longer. And you got to eat the fat. And if you're not carrying some fat and there's a famine, you're dead.
Yeah, look, I have some right here.
He's got good. Listen, the fat we carry is not the cause of any disease. That's why at CNY Fertility, we have no BMI limits. And even though the anesthesiologists keep on saying, look,
they don't anymore.
Well, no. Some of the anesthesiologists say, I can't do that. We are supporting you and we're working on taking care of that. So first of all, we accept everyone. And that is the most important thing. The cause of disease is a low animal fat, high plant-based diet. And diets are dead. We need to be eating like a lion, not a pig, cow, or a sheep. Sorry. Coley, you want to get that?
Okay, yeah. Tisha Shunay Colley. Carrie Reasoner, sorry. Wasn't done responding. 33 with the high BMI and so many things I'm concerned about. I need to drop 100 pounds. By the time I drop the weight, isn't most of that?
Well, so don't worry about losing the weight. Use the weight and look at this is the game changer. Forget the dissections to lose weight. Do not do it. This is the way. Carnivore is all the way every day.
And stop weighing yourself.
Yes, and stop weighing yourself. Stop measuring. I don't know. Give it up, first faith, and then like a Ferrari, we are the felines, right? We are sleek and strong, no matter your size, shape, age, weight, BMI, I don't care. Love and forgiveness is key. So your BMI is not the issue, and my friend, and you are a beautiful, amazing Ferrari, no matter your size, shape, whatever gender, color. We, all doctors, all nurses, all healthcare professionals must judge you with love. And any of us that are using negative terms need to change it up and eliminate that. All right.
300 Menopure and 300 Follistim too high. Doctors upping it to 150, 300 Follistim next round. Last round 10x, 9 fertilized, 5 blasts. Oh, that's really good. 1 PGT normal, 6 CB. We have had trisomy pregnancy that's higher meno herd quality.
Low dose all day long. Do day 3s, don't do PGS. Stop judging your embryos. But if you want, we can still do it.
Yeah.
But you're trying to get more embryos. You have to reduce the inflammation. But more is not better. Better is best, and less is always best. It takes how many embryos to make a baby? One sperm, 1 egg. Higher meno herd quality. No one probably not hurt anything.
But it costs a lot more.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
And we're really working to lower the cost.
Generally, when you get to a high level gonadotropins and you go up to higher, you don't get more, you increase the cost. We actually find that doing the opposite works better. That's this whole low dose thing.
And a lot of what I've learned. So, and by the way, Miss America, we love you, and we love all of you, by the way, and love solves all things, right? Even to our foes, friends, family, and all alike.
You don't have foes when you love people.
Well, that's correct, right? And we all need to be our cheerleaders, support group. That's why the CNY Fertility Support Group needs positivity always. And are there problems and challenges? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we're learning from them.
Also,
and
if you get pregnant and you're doing great, share it forward. Help other people just like you, and help them out.
Let's see. Mrs. Key Bell, a man's sperm count is 1,800,000 good or bad. Listen,
1.8 million.
you got sperm.
That's good.
One sperm, that's all you need. But remember, guys, carnivore keto, 1 meal a day, and there is the male essentials through molecular fertility, and don't forget the nutritional solutions, liver and organ meats. And again, no one has proof this stuff works, but stop eating salad. It's deadly for all of us. That's the craziness, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's continue to grow the support group. That's the very best. Everyone's being turned down because of their size. What the heck is that about, right? Too skinny, too fat. But wherever you're at, it's perfect. Now let's invite you in so we can make it all better. I mean, that's why we're here, right? Like fill out an application to see whether or not you could come to some place, or you could be a mom or a dad. Does that make any sense in life, right? Oh, check out Dr. Salisbury. It's steak and gravy, but don't add the flour, the sugar. It's just the juices from the steak. Dr. Salisbury helped so many by eating a steak and coffee diet. Amazing, right?
Hey, is that our Meg?
Meg, hey Meg, how you doing?
Hi, Meg.
After polyhysteroscopy, do I need to wait for transfer?
How long after a hysteroscopy do I need to wait for a transfer? Next cycle,
or even if it's done at the beginning of the cycle, you can go right into it for sure.
And actually, it might even help pregnancy rates. It's kind of like a scratch.
I agree with that, and we should be doing more hysteroscopy scratch early on.
Yeah.
It may help with those with repetitive losses. And the recurrent pregnancy panel looks at immunologic factors, ANA, ACA, lupus. It looks at clotting factors. It looks at NK cells. This testing isn't necessary. But
I mean, it could clue us into a problem, but it doesn't rule it out.
No. We already know that inflammation is the cause of disease, and you don't need a test. You're infertile or repetitive losses. That's infertility. And so you don't need the test, but you need the treatment. That's why we talk about the immune treatment 3 or 4 for everyone in all this. But if you want the testing,
it's doable.
We'll do it. Yeah.
Sometimes patients like the testing because it reassures them, or we pick up something and we work on it.
But it's a delusion. It's an illusion. Look at the more tests. Oh, I've got this, and now you worry more. And
even when we tell you the tests are normal, then it's like, how come this is happening? But the reason it's happening is because of inflammation.
And testing isn't accurate.
It is.
That's the most important part. We'll do all the tests you want, but someone's going to they want to take your money even more. But again, whatever you want, we will do. That's the key. All right.
And some of these tests are incredibly expensive
and inconclusive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, how many healthy people die and they're like, oh my God, that was an unexpected death, right? It's all expected, right? When it happens.
I'm almost 39. So this is Otto Barange. I am almost 39 years old. Is it okay to do another retrieval if you have only 3 poor grade embryos before doing a transfer?
Well,
that's the stacking we were talking about.
Okay, but forget the grading.
It doesn't work.
They graded him as poor in kindergarten, me as poor in kindergarten too. Grading is judging. It's negativity. It's not good.
Hey, if we were born today, both of us would be in special needs and all that.
You think I was born yesterday?
No, we were born yesterday. Not today.
Not today.
Okay, but I'm sure that I will be in a class for students. I can 100% guarantee you that.
Special needs. Yeah, special needs, right?
Learning disability is what they would have told I had.
I'm a disability for sure. Yeah. But look at every embryo has the best quality and capable of becoming the most amazing baby in your life. We have so many embryos we transferred that other places would not.
And had babies.
And had babies, right? Or it'll never be a baby. it became a beautiful, amazing baby.
Because we don't have the answer. PGT is not an answer. We don't have the right answer when we do PGT.
LDN and metformin.
Yeah.
I don't know that answer, but listen, if you're having some side effects, stop one or both. I don't love metformin anyway. I don't recommend metformin. Low-dose naltrexone and carnivore keto one meal a day.
If you do keto, especially carnivore keto, you don't need metformin because it does kind of the same thing, but you might as well just take care of the problem at its root cause level.
And keto is a high-fat diet, by the way.
Low inflammation, high fat.
High fat, and fat infusion like lipids reduces inflammation. That's why we use it, by the way. Oh, and don't forget, I gotta get you. Don't forget Emmerich and Kiltz's Keto for Fertility cookbook. You can download it on our website, and paper copies are coming. I promise. I promise.
Question from Christina Miller: can an HSG and a scratch be done at the same time as a retrieval? Yes, especially if you're going to go and transfer the embryo and in the next cycle. Maybe I don't know if I do it.
You can do it anytime. Yeah. Ask for it. Hey, can you do a scratch? Can you do PRP? Can you do hysteroscopy? All these things can be done. And we're working on a package, one price for all the testing modules for people coming from around the country to Syracuse. We're going to do the same thing in Sarasota, in Colorado. Simple one-day testing, both sperm source, egg source, embryo implantation environment. That's the key to all of this. Or more.
How long does it take for keto to impact fertility? Not long. Keto to impact fertility is the question. 1
to 4 weeks. It's really fast.
Yeah.
The most important part is
to get yourself into the keto environment.
But don't. So the critical part is stop testing. I do my one meal, steak and eggs, or bacon, butter, cream, whatever it is. It's animal fat is the critical part. A little bit of protein. Now I do Kiltz's ice cream, but 1 to 4 weeks by getting rid of the plants in the belly, and that's it. Tia Thorne.
Okay, I'm going to go back to keto today. I gained 26 pounds while doing diets. Diets is not the
diets are dead, right? You want to do the optimal human nutritional solution. Ken Berry. Check out Ken and Nisha Berry on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and all those things. And remember, we must have fun in life. You want to sing and dance life. I have one of my books that I love is Dance First, Think Later, right? And this is why you have to get your journal out and write every day. Start the day with positive thoughts every day. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. Making baby recruit, carnivore, steak, acupuncture, warm feet, and don't forget, rub her feet, rub his feet, rub their feet. Whatever your gender description is, remember, we are human beings on this amazing human journey. Never, ever give up.
Oh, this is one question there with Brianna Renee Root. I'm 7 weeks, 1 day pregnant. That is awesome. I was diagnosed with a subchorionic hemorrhage, and I've been bleeding heavily. Went to the ER, ultrasound showed baby had a heartbeat, and is measuring 6 weeks and 5 days, which is the same thing as 7 weeks and 1 day. HCG is going up, not doubling. Well, it's so high now, it doesn't double. When it gets to past 10,000, it doesn't double anymore. You are pregnant, and you most likely will stay pregnant. It's all good.
HCG boosters, up the prednisone, hold on the Lovenox and the aspirin.
Definitely continue your progesterone.
Progesterone for sure, and stay on it longer. You might even try the antimicrobial, Flagyl and diflucan can be helpful because there's a lot of bacteria and yeast from the colon that are growing in the vagina and the cervix and the endometrial glycobiome, which is damaging the vascular system and causes a lot of microvascular inflammation. So travel in harmony every single day. Halfway through 30 day or letrozole before transfer.
Number 2,
Receptiva was 1.9. Is it okay that I'm having an increase in CM? Estrogen is supposed to be diminished.
What is CM?
I don't know. But
Increase in-
stay on the immune protocol.
Yeah.
Orlis and letrozole, stay on those things for at least 60 days, in my opinion. We already know that you have endometriosis is only inflammation. That's all it is. It just says, I've got inflammation. But even if receptiva is negative, 20% of the people still have endometriosis.
It only confirms. It does not eliminate.
Right. That's why we recommend treat as if it's so critical.
There's a good question with Rose up there. Baseline TSH is 5 for FET. I've been upped on my dose, presumably of thyroxine, which is Synthroid. I have 10 days until FET. Will it reduce? And what is it considered high TSH for FET? The answer is yes, it will reduce. Good thing we picked that up.
Check a T3, T4. If those are normal, you're fine.
Yeah, and,
that's critical.
And the good dose, you want your TSH below 2.5.
Right,
ideally.
but estrogen affects the measurement of TSH, so it's not an accurate test of your T3, T4 values. So likely you're fine. Stay on your meds, check a T3, T4. That's the most important part to do. If you're not sure and you haven't transferred, cancel. But if you transferred, get a T3, T4, up the dose, 99.9, you're fine.
Yeah, I generally don't cancel someone in a situation like that. We just adjust your dosage.
Yeah, waiting for cycle, CD32, want to do FET, should do something to get period induced. You could add estrase prometrium and then stop, but get a baseline ultrasound of blood. If the lining is thin, estrase, progesterone, progesterone are low, you're good to go. Don't wait for a period. That's really the critical part.
Can I do an IVF with 28 prolactin? Never had high before. Not sure if it was a fluke. It could be a fluke.
It's mildly
elevated. Plus, the way we treat people also increases the prolactin a little bit if you're measuring it during a cycle.
Add progesterone in the luteal phase. That's really probably the answer more than anything.
Yeah.
Jennifer Funk, yes, take CBD oil in pregnancy, LDN in pregnancy, and stay carnivore. Kiltz is carnivore keto throughout your pregnancy, throughout your life, and don't listen to the lies that the nutritionists are telling us. Now, no disrespect to the nutritionists, but carnivore keto is kick-ass. And if you're a vegan, you must still add the fat, one meal a day. That's the most important.
And actually, it actually has more positive effect than CBD and all your other supplements. It's the diet. Diet's number one.
It's real.
And I don't mean diet.
Real.
What you eat.
Right.
Diet.
Nutrition.
Yeah.
We are, freaking frack here, right? We go off of each other, right? Every single day.
All right, let's see something else here.
Acupuncture, Chinese medication really helps for good egg quality. It may. Acupuncture, massage, meditation, prayer, and visualize your beautiful, beautiful, awesome, amazing egg, sperm, embryos.
Does prednisone have a positive effect on egg quality, or is it only for implantation? I don't know if we know, but we do give prednisone in
stimulation cycles, and it does help. We might even use it more in the priming protocols. At least a little bit can be very, very helpful, I believe. And remember, inflammation is the cause of all disease. Yeah. And inflammation is caused by a high plant-based, low to no animal fat diet. Yeah. And diets are deadly. That's why you want to get back to the optimal human nutritional solution. Ken Berry, thank you very much. Is there a preference between fresh and frozens? Both work great.
Yeah.
Both work great. Individualized, that's the key, right? Great. I'd like to schedule a consultation. All right. Sograin, we'll get you in, get you going. And we're working on our fertile access, which is so important for everyone. Aaron Cyrus, I had the same problem, Brianna. I had really heavy bleeding, huge clots, all due to a plant-based diet, in my opinion. Don't worry, have faith, alpha lipoic acid. Remember, fat is where it's at. That's why when you're pregnant, stay carnivore keto, one meal a day, and stay on your progesterone potentially throughout your pregnancy, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, should I do anything until then? Already doing keto, carnivore. Kiltz is Carnivore Crusaders. And we're having fun with this, by the way. It's not patented. You can all use it together, but we really want to bring the tribe, the community, the village together. And check out Bella. Let's see, it's Simba and Gouda. Bella's steak and butter gals, like furry little friends. And there is steak and butter Guy. But Bella is an amazing pianist, but bringing a family, and she has great cheerleaders coaching, and we all need a coach. That's why he's my coach every day.
I thought you were my coach.
We're coaching together.
Each other.
And that's why the CNY fertile support groups are critical, right? Why don't my doctor do it? I don't know why the docs don't do day 3s. Listen, we do day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and even day 7s. If it's an embryo, why would you try to judge it as negative? Positive all the way to pregnancy and a beautiful baby, right? No matter your size, shape, age, weight, gender, color, I don't care, right? Human beings being human, right?
Does Jennifer Q. Powell, who works at Sarasota?
Hey, Jennifer, Sarasota coming.
Hey, so how many people work for us?
I have no idea.
Good.
I just know you. We're all working together. Oh, and we're working to get down to Annandale OBGYN down in DC to work on a great satellite, right? To improve access. I'm working on Texas, Minnesota, California, Washington State, Louisiana, Tennessee,
and don't forget Canada,
Oklahoma, Canada, Europe, Asia, Africa, all around the globe. Access is critical. CNY fertile access. We're working on bringing on more of the global tribe and team to be part of that, right? Positivity and ideas. And we're going to create that as the next level through maybe Zoom, that we can all connect 24/7 in a positive way. Hey, who's there talking in a positive way that we can all realize, whether it's your eggs, your sperm, donor egg, donor sperm, donor embryo, a gestational carrier, or adoption.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's all, and look, we all make mistakes. We're human beings. If we can all realize that, forgiveness and love is the critical part of life. And what's the outcome? Whatever the outcome is, it's what is meant to be. Simple as that, right? Bree, Tanea, let's see, America's at 46. Will you transfer 1 or 2, whether it's your eggs, or donor embryos? 1 or 2 is reasonable. And our job, all of us doctors and practitioners, all the practitioners, is listen and learn and be positive, right? And we want to be supporting you in everything we say and do 24/7, 365, right? Jack
81. I'm trying to decide if I should put 1 or 2 donor frozen embryos, grade 2 embryos in. I had a miscarriage putting 1 grade 1 donor embryo.
1 or 2.
1 or 2 is fine. It's
an immune 4 protocol. Look at IVIG Humira, and number 1 is faith. Number 2 is fertile fatty foods like the Ferrari, and never, ever, ever, ever give up, right? Or give it up to God, and then the gods are within all of us, right? These are the crazy thoughts and ideas. And listen, there's so many great support groups out there, so many great fertility centers and great fertility doctors. We're all working to do the same thing, bring a beautiful baby to your life and build your family. It's not a perfect process. We hail Dr. Gleicher, so many great doctors out there that we're all working together, and we're really working to share positive ideas and information. I'm asking all of us, are there supplements out there that help? Are there ideas that help? And shouldn't there be open access to ideas? And so, Dr. Gleicher, can we just drop the lawsuit, let it go, and we're all helping everyone together? And I know you brought so many great things to the world. Let's all do that together in a more positive way.
Good question there from Haley Hicks, West Tennessee. Which clinic is closest to me? I've been 4 months on Clomid. It makes me very sick. My doctor just says keep trying. Only basic testing has been done. I feel hopeless. connect with one of our providers, and we're going to help you out.
Well, we're working with Dr. Lindenfelter in Virginia, the Atlanta office in Monroe with Dr. Verdialis. But we're here. We're actually the closest because the CNY Fertile Access team is there everywhere to pick up the phone. If you want to do video, we can do that. But it's really helping you on your journey. Access, availability, and helping you. I don't like Clomid. It's letrozole. But number one, right, is the baby's plan, right? Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, intermittently feasting, and you can have Kiltz's ice cream from time to time and add the salt. But
Hey,
that's it.
We should have ice cream today.
We will have ice cream
Not
today.
that you've been talking
Well,
about.
he's making dinner today,
Yeah.
and I'm bringing my steak, right?
Well, I think we're going to have steak.
Well, we are. And the Colorado team is amazing. Thank you, Dr. Fink, Dr. Magarelli, Brandis, Jody, Lisa. But I'm not speaking about everyone. But everyone. And remember, every patient is a gem and a jewel. And our respect to you is critical. And if we're saying or doing things that are not respectful, please critique us in a way that teaches us to be better every day. Because if we can't do that for you, adios.
We're in the wrong business.
Right on.
Yeah.
Sarasota later this year, they're painting now. The floors are going, the finishing floors. We are ordering equipment. We're bringing on new people to join our team. And remember, CNY Fertility is committed. I am committed. I know that, to affordability, access, quality, and honesty. Honesty in scientific endeavors. That's why we have to make sure that if there's a lawsuit out there for DHEA, let's get rid of it, Dr. Fleischer. Please let it go. Let's all work together. And we have been sharing your supplements all along, right?
Yeah.
If you've been using DHEA, you think it's beneficial, let us know. If you think it's harmful and hurtful, let us know. But what is the most powerful thing ever in the universe? It is
ultimately belief
and faith. That's why the law of attraction is so critical. I'm attracted to my best friend, Fayez, and we are all part of the family. Sometimes people get mad at me, and he gets mad at me sometimes and yells at me, but all right. Andrea.
Not as much as your...
Oh, my Miss Tia.
Miss Tia.
I get yelled at.
I mean, he doesn't even know I'm yelling at him. That's how much he gets yelled at.
All right. In my mini, the doctor retrieved 3 follicle sizes the day of the retrieval, but only 1 was mature. What can you do to obtain more? Stacking. Keep doing it.
I'm the stacking guy.
A stacking guy. Duo triple stems, low dose protocols, prime them away, and remember, this is the baby making plan, right?
Yeah.
It's bacon, eggs, butter, beef, ice cream, and salt. It's 1 meal a day, and you have to add the fat. And I say treat away from time to time. That's why Kiltz's ice cream is amazing, right? Scratch done, mock transfer biopsies, head bleed, and now on 30-day suppression protocol going right into transfer. Could I still have benefit from the scratch?
Yeah.
Maybe about 3 months.
Yeah, I would say 2 to 3 months is the time that you can.
Yeah.
Actually, you don't even know why it works.
Marissa, well, it induces inflammation, which makes it sticky, which is kind of like why we do debridement. We clean things out to help the healthy tissue come in and heal away. That's the day, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you guys do stimulation, endometrial, embryo?
Okay, hold on. Do you do single embryo transfers? No.
Stimulation of endometrial embryo transfer. I don't know what that means. And I won't figure that out. Remind me. Send me an email, rkiltz@cnyfertility.com and or ffaruqi@cnyfertility.com, or we'll get you there, right? Left ovary removed with mass, no cancer. Thank you, Jesus. Always to Jesus and Mother Mary. But don't forget Mohammed and Moses and Lao Tse, and Buddha. But how long do I heal until I can do a transfer, uterus intact? The next month?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Do you have plans? Do you have plans of egg retrievals for persons with high BMI outside of? Yes, we are working on all of our centers, Colorado, Buffalo, and Albany. We are working to train the anesthesiologist to know how to do it. It really is. I just read a paper that there's no difference in outcomes.
Well, we've been doing it for 10 years.
Forever.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, we are so damn effing judgmental in medicine. And if we can't take care of people with whatever condition they're in, 21 effect, no, you're good. You're good. Do they come put, okay, wait.
Do they come put off top? I don't get the question.
Just be Kimmy. Ask that again, maybe. And listen, it's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. No, 11 o'clock.
Really?
Oh my God.
Oh, the time is fine.
And Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, I'm working to add our Thursday night lives with so many great people that are keto carnivore concepts. But remember, it's all about inflammation. And never, ever, ever, ever give up in life. These ideas are really radical. And I wear this because it's my reminder of some faithfulness, whether it's religion or politics or whatever. Have faith in the gods of life, right? Find some philosophy. And that's why I love, laugh at yourself first before anyone else can. Elisa Maxwell. Always be sincere, even if you don't mean it. It's better to be a pirate than to join the Navy. Steve Jobs, well, he was a vegan. Listen, positivity in life is so important. Never, ever, ever give up. And right, every single day. And check out Bella, Steak and Butter Gal. And we're working with so many great people out there. Marie Emmerich, Sean Baker, Ken Berry, Michaela Peterson. We're going to get her live, and it's all about a fertile life, right? All right. Triple trigger for making sure you have mature follicles.
What do you mean with triple trigger?
Well, duo trigger,
dual
trigger, but you can do, technically you do a Lupron HCG 34 hours prior to retrieval, and then 12 hours later at a Lupron.
So that's it's still called a dual trigger.
Yeah, dual trigger, but you can do that. I mean, we don't know if it's just HCG or just Lupron. That's the best. But we've seen so many people, for some reason, they don't get mature, don't get mature. So that's why the doing is so important in life. So never, ever, 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 ever.
Hey, where can we get your book, Rob?
Let's see. If you go to Amazon, you can buy a paper copy, or if you go to drkiltz.com or cnyfertility.com or cnyhealingarts.com, you can actually download for free a digital copy. And look there's so many freebies out there, but you got to ante in life to actually get the most out of life. That's really the critical part of life, right? Let's see. Triple, Millars, Valerie, Junko. Let's see. Students with 6 to 8 CBs, do they thaw? Okay. All embryos, no matter what the grade is, are at risk of not thawing good or at the benefit of thawing great. It's rare that an embryo doesn't thaw and survive.
Not nowadays.
It's really rare.
Back in the day, it was the problem. Not anymore.
All right.
Let's see anything up there, Rob?
My husband has retrograde ejaculation. I have PCOS, metabolic syndrome, inflammation. Recommend us to have sexual IVF. And how long does the transfer usually take? So, number one, go to the family building guide. And I think I got the other one here, right? It takes me a moment. Family Building Guide and Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle for Fertility, which is going to add on the carnivore to it also. But look at these. Really, we can get you going pretty quick. It takes about 2 months, a month of sort of getting everything brought together, and then a month of stimulation and
The next
retrieval and a transfer.
Yeah. And we can even do a fresh transfer.
And we do a ton of fresh transfers, and we may make a recommendation to freeze all, but remember, you control it, not the doctors. You do. So we will make a recommendation, but doctor, whoever, I want to do a fresh transfer. We don't recommend it. Well, I still want to do it. They're my embryos. Thank you very much. Remember, we're here to support you in this process.
So Christina Miller, do we offer Zyma? Sure we do.
You can ask for it even for IUI or IVF. You have to have some motile sperm, but ask for it. We'll add the charge after. It's an extra charge, by the way.
Just a couple $100. Actually.
Yes. Good morning from Michigan. Listen, we talk to your OBGYN. Can you help us do monitoring with CNY fertility? That's the best way to keep the cost down. The hub and the spoke, right? And we're working on affordability, access, and quality and honesty in medicine. And look at Dr. Ken Berry's books on the lies we learned in medical school, right? And even today, the master marketers are lying to us because they want your money. And they will continue to tell you, eat plants, heroin, cocaine, marijuana, nicotine, arsenic, caffeine, right? And then the masses, like all of us, are eating the mush, and they're controlling us. It's such a radical concept and idea. And he's working on getting me like put into the white jacket and keeping me at bay. But listen, you have to have fun with all of this. You have to have laugh at it all, no matter what, whether you're single or married or in a relationship or a triploid relationship, whatever it is, we're working in your favor every day. And doctors and practitioners, if we're not listening and being positive and good to you, please critique us, help us be better every single day. And Brother Ray is in Southern California, and we're working on that location in SoCal, and he's helping us, but help us by talking to your OBGYNs, talking to your primary care, your nutritionist or your naturopath or acupuncturist, whatever it is, we're working in your favor every day. How about another one, Dr.
Morning from Arizona, 39. I'm 39 years old. What are my odds? Horrible. Are my odds horrible now that I'm older? Absolutely.
Young.
100%.
I'm 39 years young.
What's our oldest patient?
99, I think. Look, I don't know. At least in the mid 60s, plenty. Yeah. But look at whatever I'm 66 years young, and we just got out of jet camp. We're learning to fly a jet. They try to kill us in a jet. Thankfully, it's a simulator, and we're learning. We're doing pottery and painting and poetry, and we're even videographers, right?
Yeah.
We're sharing. You're in Kiltz's basement. And Tia says, go down to the basement and shut the doors. And you know what? But I'm grateful that I have Miss Tia in my life. And every day we're learning with our partners, right? And love is the critical component of life, right? That's why I've got the love thing up over in the corner there, right? It's love.
Oh, right there.
Love, right?
Where is it?
It's over there, right? But wait. Instagram and YouTube will get you to the love side of things, right? And remember, we're all on the journey together. And does CNY fertility make mistakes? Yes, we're human beings, and we have the most amazing embryologists and doctors and front office and back office, and our Fertile Access team. That is the most amazing team. So global, thank you. Thank you. We do not require medical clearance from your PCP, but maybe you want to tell them, hey, I'm working to get pregnant, go to your OBGYN. Let us all work together. You don't have to have clearance, but if you want to get rid of ulcerative colitis,
Keto,
Carnivore Keto, and Kiltz's Carnivore Crusade.
And we have a lot of patients who have precisely that problem. Actually, you had it.
I mean, this is the radical
It got rid of yours.
I had bowel bleeding, hemorrhoids. My poop was bad. And now I still wouldn't like a poop, but I'm telling you, and sex is better, life is better, your brain is better. and get off of the treadmill. Stop exercising, get into the art studio, the poetry studio, the pottery studio, and you spend a lot less time on the toilet and more time in the creativeness of life, right?
Megan, thank you all at CNY for all that CNY does, making it possible for us to afford and to complete our family. That is our goal in
and you know, people say raise your prices. No effing way. And we're going to make our financing system better, our fertile access for all the very best. And maybe I'm working on consultations and follow-ups being for free, but maybe you can, would you be willing, if you don't have insurance, to at least donate something into the pot of prosperity to help those without care and coverage? That's what I'm working on, right? And you guys, all of us, guys and gals, human beings, let's share the way in a more positive way every single day. And I always say, start the day with thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day, right? And it's so important. Let's see. Buffalo, IVF, and just did our third IUI. And listen, sex, IUI, IVF, fresh and frozen, donor egg sperm embryos, a surrogate adoption. But the key to a fertile life is be part of Kiltz's Carnivore Keto crusade. And, you know, I'm a little nuts. He knows it. Tia knows it. My ex-wife, Gina, knows it. My daughter, Pilar, knows it. But we have the most amazing team, and we need to love all of us, right? That's the critical part.
Catherine from New Zealand.
Oh, hello. Listen,
hello.
From all over the world,
yeah.
We're working together, and we're going to create our Zoom team so we can be on a Zoom maybe 24/7, 365.
And we can have people, we have people that can work for us all over the world. We can help you. If you have a problem, we can help you overcome it.
Savannah DeFranco, absolutely. A 0.59 AMH and a septate uterus. You might want to get the septate fixed, but you want to do this more than anything I've ever learned. Listen, do this before pregnancy and during pregnancy, and then afterwards, do whatever you want. But why would you not stay the most optimal human nutritional solution ever in your life?
All the time.
And I've got little secrets on making ice cream.
Oh, Anisha Khan, where can we find the recipe? Rob, where's the recipe?
Just Google Kiltz's ice cream on YouTube, but go to drkiltz.com. And
it's really tasty ice cream.
It is good.
Amazing.
But if you want to add I do white sugar. I don't do the fake stuff at all. But I eat only one meal a day at night. That's the critical component. And if you're going to do eggs, just the egg yolk is all you need. The whites you don't need, but you got to add the fat. That's critical. And if you're skinny, it's okay, but still eat the fat. That's critical.
Is there a difference in the amount of eggs I could receive in a natural versus mini?
Not necessarily, but in general, natural is 1 or 2, mini maybe 1 or 2 or 5 to 15.
Depends on.
We've seen 15 to 20 in a low dose mini dose. 10 of letrozole, 20 of HCG, 200 of gonorrhea follistim, home run all day long. I've been having trouble with constipation, which I'm prone on any diet while on keto. Any suggestions? Just let it come when it's ready to come. Stop worrying about poop, right? We worry about the shit in our lives rather than recognizing it's all good in our life. That's the crazy part, right? So I use less toilet paper. I spend less time on the toilet, and there's no more bleeding and pain. So carnivore keto, get rid of fiber, fruits, vegetables, seeds,
more
and nuts.
More fat actually helps.
Add fat. It lubricates the stool, right?
Yeah.
So it comes out slithery, willy. It's done, right?
And drink a lot of water.
Yeah, but not too much water. We drink. Look, you got to eat the fat. Like you go to the water hole from time to time, but an alligator or a lion might be waiting for you. So less water, more fatty meat is critical. That's why the baby's plan: bacon, eggs, butter, beef, ice cream, which is cream. And if you're allergic, use some other cream. But you can use coconut fat, by the way, to make it if you're a vegan, and white sugar, a little bit of vanilla. And but if you're vegetarian, add the egg.
Hey, Rob, do you know what BCL6 diagnosis is?
Well, it's looking at endometriosis. It's all about inflammation.
Okay. Do we downregulate for BCL?
Well, that's where downregulation is. Lupron, Orilissa, Letrozole.
If you're transferring and we downregulate for about a month or two, is where we get the best results.
Right. And Carnivore Keto, McCree, it solves bloating. It goes away. Fermentation of plants, fiber, fruit, vegetables, seeds, and nuts.
Plants cause bloating the most.
100%. That's why if you're going to eat a plant, cook it well, add the fat, micronize it, and eat only one time a day. It's critical. A low dose protocol mini, 10 of letrozole, 20 of HCG, 200 of gonal or follistim. If you want to use Menopure, it's maybe 150 to 225 with the letrozole. You can add human growth or omnitrope. It may be helpful. So many great practices in the fertility world. We support them highly. We've learned so much from people like Dr. Gleicher, Randy Miller, Randy Morris, Chuck Miller, Randy Morris in Illinois. Really great. And look for a laparoscopist or an endosurgeon. Get those fibroids and endometriosis removed. And Dr. Jim Sumner's, who does the transabdominal cerclage. Let's see, make it, but you're pooping 2 to 3 times a week. That's all I do now. And it's the best ever. You got to add the fat. And listen, but we judge. If it's coming out, it's all good, but be patient. Stop forcing it. That's the crazy. Should we go a little bit longer or should we be done for the day? What do you guys say? Let us know. Thumbs up, maybe another 15 minutes, 20 minutes, right? What do you think?
I think they heard enough. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure.
Well, you want to, okay. All right.
What important things should I ask? This is Megan. What important things should I discuss at a consult? We have no fertility issues, healthy pregnancies in the past, and are doing reciprocal together. Ask us whatever you want.
Well, the key is we don't know what's lurking deep within. Carnivore keto or some keto at least, and I always say 1 meal a day. Look at the family building guide, and these are critical, crazy, amazing concepts. No matter what your age, size, shape, or gender description or color description, whatever it is, you're a beautiful, amazing human being. Yeah. And these ideas will help solve all those medical problems. Judy Cho, you got to check out Judy Cho's The Carnivore Cure and Sean Baker on Carnivore. Crazy concepts. It's most amazing. Importance of preconception testing.
Do you do a lot of that, Ron?
Well, we do a lot because
we do a preconception fertility baseline testing. But
we're right, but we're looking at AMH, we're looking at prolactin, thyroid, we're looking at AMHs, we're looking at hematologic and metabolic disorders. We're getting, an ultrasound, HSG, semen analysis. We want to look at all sides so that we can get ourselves in the very, 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 very best health and wellness.
Yeah.
Look at a SEMA4 genetic screening. There's so many different things. You don't have to do anything. Thank you very much. I don't want to do any testing. I accept that I might have a genetic disorder. I might have an
Actually, every one of us has roughly 2 to 3 mutations.
Oh, of course, but whether or not they're important or not, you decide. But you can do all these things, by the way, all of these things. Floyd on the square, is that right? Floyd on the square.
Floyd on the square.
Trying to conceive rainbow. I do HSG test to find scar tissue. What do I do about this?
Hysteroscopy usually is the best solution.
And even a hysteroscopy, laparoscopy may be considered as a screening test. Yeah. So you may want to do all these things. You may want to do none of these things. That's why we recommend the Family Building Guide and Kiltz's Keto. You could download copies, order them on Amazon, and give them to your OBGYN doctors, your family practice doctors. We talk a lot with Maria Emmerich, Sean Baker, Ken Berry, Bella, Steak and Butter Gal, Judy Cho, Michaela Jordan Peterson. There's so many great, amazing people out there. Dr. Fetke in Australia. Amazing.
There's a good question from Luba Patel.
Should I prepare prep cycle birth control because I have endo?
Should I prep
Lupron or letrozole?
Yeah.
1 to 2 months. I think that'd be great
before the transfer.
Right.
And then we had a question from Miss Patel over there. She wants to increase egg quality in 1 month. The next month is a retrieval at CNY. PRP, Omnitrop, supplements, anything.
All those things.
They all work.
All
and
those
then
things.
Stacking is really.
And Dr. V really is the one that brought us to the PRP, intrauterine high volume. PRP HCG wash is prior to transfer, but you might do monthly PRP washes, HCG washes, flush out the tubes, and don't forget Kiltz's Carnivore Keto Crusade. I am a crazy man on this, but I will tell you, you do it, you'll be like, oh my God, I now feel like a real human being, a game changer. Low, love and faith every single day. Is inositol bad to take if you have a low AMH?
No.
It's good.
Yeah.
Ovasitol, Theralogic supplements are rocking amazing. We've been recommending Theralogics DHEA in the past. We still recommend it, and we've been recommending it. And somehow we're still being sued for telling you about DHEA. Dr. Gleischer, let's just eliminate that stupid shit, right?
Prashant Kuranjikar, probably from India.
What kind of doctor do we need? A doctor do we need to reach out for laparoscopy?
A gynecologist.
Either a minimally invasive, a GYN. Most gynecologists do laparoscopies, by the way.
Yeah.
You can stack natural cycles too, by the way.
Yeah.
Serial natural cycles. You don't need any of the medications, but you do need either Cineril spray. If you're afraid of shots, we should use that, or Lupron HCG shots trigger.
Yeah.
You must trigger to do an IVF retrieval. That's it.
Because we have to time it.
How do you find the keto book? Just Google it. Go to Amazon. You can get Kiltz's Keto or the Fertile Feast. And we talk about vegans and vegetarians, and you can do it as a vegan and vegetarian, but it's not the optimal human solution, in my opinion. But we honor all vegans, all vegetarians in your choice. We want to make sure that you got to add the fat. Keto, paleo are high fat nutritional optimal plans, right?
Can they do retrieval without anesthesia and
Yes.
because I will be alone, or should I go to Syracuse? Answer is you can do both. We do a lot of retrievals without anesthesia. We just do a little bit of sedation,
A little
local,
local,
and it's
or nothing.
Yeah.
They work all the time, and hey, I want to go there. I want to get the very best. That's critical. Brenda, I function on carbs, spaghetti, ravioli, bread. How bad is the transition to pseudo keto? Brenda, it's so easy. Look you're a lioness. Why are you eating like a pig, cow, or a sheep? Stop eating like what you aren't. That is the most critical part to the story. And the more you just go, you got to read and listen and watch this stuff. If you go to Bella, Steak and Butter Gal, she is a home run. There's so many great people out there that it changed.
I mean, if you're eating some like carbs all the time, and all of a sudden you start doing keto, your body's gonna try to.
It wants heroin, right?
Yes, exactly. You're a carb addict. You need to be detoxified. It's gonna take. You have a withdrawal. Usually takes a few days, but then things start changing, and probably you'll never go back.
Yeah, well, and from time to time, a little bit of spaghetti or ravioli or bread with a lot of butter, from time to time. But once you get to this point, you realize it's amazing. They want you to go to Sarasota.
But I only have my
You can't go to Sarasota.
I want to go,
Syracuse.
but Ms. Patel, I already have a Florida license. We're just waiting to open up. I will be in Sarasota. Hey, that was my coffee.
Oh, I'm sorry. Try a little with the water. It's amazing. It is amazing.
He watered down my coffee.
Look at these ideas are amazing, and we're learning. But we function on fat, by the way. We do not function on carbs ever. Carbohydrates and proteins are converted to fat in the liver. If you don't do that, you die. You only function on fat, and fat is where it's at, and eating fat is the most amazing thing you'll ever do. That's why the Babies Plan is kick-ass amazing, right?
Rainbow Bay, when are we opening our IVF in Florida? October, right?
Well, we're already open for monitoring and consults,
But when we're doing our retrieval?
Probably in the third, fourth quarter of the year, but we're just about there on the build out, and we're adding team members and training. The CNY Fertility Training Facility is critical for both training practitioners, embryologists, and everyone to make this the very, 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 very best ever. California Bay, we're working on California, but we can already do it right now, by the way. White bread, do white bread over wheat bread. And I say sourdough with a ton of butter from time to time, a little bit. Okay.
Do you know why wheat bread is it's because it's more antigenic. It creates more inflammation.
Yeah, don't touch wheat sourdough. That's why we developed it over the thousands of years, right? What is a chemical pregnancy? Letitia Morris. It's basically you do a blood test, you get a positive, but you look with an ultrasound and you see nothing. It's all the same thing. Miscarriages, clinical, non-clinical, biochemicals, ectopics. There's something wrong in your body that's rejecting the implantation in the normal place. By the way, I go to Subway and get a chicken yaki. Let's see. I don't know what that is, but sounds got it. So chicken to me is not good because there's no fat in chicken. Unless you get the whole chicken and you bake it or boil it, and then you get the bone marrow and the bone broth. That's critical. Don't put in onions or garlic or carrots or celery. That is deadly for us. Are we having fun in life doing this?
Yeah.
Every single day, right? Let's see. A man do cardio. No. Get off the treadmill. Light weights, light bike ride, go for a walk in nature. But exercise is one of my 5 deadly things to the human body. Too much exercise.
Human beings are the only animals that run for no reason.
We run for no reason, right?
No other animal on this planet does that.
And again, I love a really good sourdough with really good butter with a little malt and salt. Oh my God, a home run. From time to time. And remember, fasting is lasting and fat is where it's at. And the get fat gene is the best genetics ever created for humanity.
Well, it's how we survive.
That's it. And if you're not fat in a famine, you're dead. Chicken skin. I think chicken skin is okay. I love chicken wings dipped in a blue cheese with a lot of sour cream and crumbly blue and a little bit of malted salt.
Are you hungry? Because you just keep talking about food.
I'm always hungry. But you change the way. It's one meal a day at night from time to time. Caffeine is a problem in egg quality.
As long as you don't overdo it.
You look at a little bit of tea, coffee, but it too is a plant antigen and a chemical. So if you want to be purist, I think Michaela and Jordan Peterson, it's steak, salt, water. Bingo. And it's fatty meat, bone marrow, bone broth, and the organ meats. That's the key. Is it okay to do progesterone vaginally and orally instead of PIO?
Yeah, absolutely. Vaginally works the best rather than orally because you might have a little bit of side effects.
Frida rounds. Thoughts on Lupron after PALP removed? I think luteophase, Lupron, or Lissa to suppress estrogen and carnivore keto 1 meal a day is critical. And then go right into a stimulation or estrogen treatment to build the lining. But for some reason, there's a lot of inflammation and a lot of this stuff comes back, by the way. We're working on maybe doing a paid support group with Zoom calling. All the proceeds go to support more support that I think it could be very, very helpful. Keep our overall IVF fertility costs low, but help bring and build the support that we really need. What about Bulletproof Coffee? Let's see, Dave Osprey. I was listening to Dave about mitochondria help. Yeah. Stephen Gundry can be helpful, but yes.
Well, you know who does that? Our REI friend in Europe, Dr. Alper.
Yeah, so
he that MCT's medium change
triglycerides. But I do cream or butter, but really you don't need any of that. But it's and I think doesn't count as a fast. Well, if you're adding fat, it's not really fasting, but maybe water is really the best fast. But I do coffee. If you want to add some butter or cream or MCT, all power to you. I don't think that's the harming part. Food is, and again, if you choose to do carnivore keto, but do like a lunch and dinner, a snack, one meal and a snack. But we had this really great ribeye with a ton of fat. We cut it cold and we had it as a snack the next day. But we're not grazing animals. We're carnivore animals, and we're going to be adding Bulletproof Coffee ideas. And again, look at Dave Osprey, amazing stuff. We're going to get Dave on. We'll do some lives with Dave and helping all of us. Remember, we're lionesses and lions. We're the goddesses and the gods, the temple. The better you care for you, right, is the best. And that's why we love to share these things. And we love to listen to all of you, by the way.
We've learned more from our patients than in any medical school.
Right. And our patients critique us. Yes. We need the critique. All of us doctors, practitioners, nurses, whoever we are, we want to hear from you. What can we do better to listen and learn and grow? Let's see. Thoughts on ERA testing. Is it beneficial? Maybe.
We do. Well, yeah. There's two ways of looking at that. We can do ERA testing from the get-go to see if there's a problem with your window of implantation. There is an extended testing where we check for bacteria in the microbiome, the uterus, or pathogenic bacteria. Or we can do ERA testing when you start failing embryo transfers and we're looking for a cause. So generally, I do quite a fair amount of ERA testing. How about you, Rob?
Some. I'm not a big recommender of ERA. I think it's an option if you want to do it. The studies probably showed that the scratch is probably the benefit. But if you want these testing, you read about it. That's why we put all of this in our family building guide, and we talk about keto, carnivore, one meal a day, one snack maybe, add the fat. What about estriol versus estrase? That's an option. We do estrase. We don't know what the absolute is. What estriol is the pregnancy hormone. Should be rewriting for that. Yeah, maybe, right?
Does the absence of good bacteria affect implantation? And we believe yes.
I don't know what good or bad bacteria is.
How do you get rid of good bacteria? By putting
you want to improve the glycobiome by going Kiltz's carnivore keto, one meal a day. It's the glycocalyx, not the microcalyx of the microbiome. It's the glycobiome. If you protect the glycocalyx, which is the Teflon layer of our body, then you will help the good. But the bacteria, too much bacteria and yeast is the problem. And because we eat a high sugar diet, sugar is transported everywhere in their body. It just diffuses everywhere, and it feeds the bacteria and yeast who ferment sugar to make alcohol. It's crazy. It's simple as that. Ovulation before retrieval.
How does one prevent? We use medication to block your ovulation.
Cetrotide, ganirelix, Lupron, Cinerel, even progesterone if you're doing a freeze-all. So adding estrase prometrium throughout your stem freeze-all may be something to look at, that we don't need to use the cetrotide
which are way more expensive.
Right. So and we do these medications because, and no matter what you do medication-wise, some people still ovulate prematurely. If you don't get eggs or embryos to transfer and you're not doing PGS, we often will offer another cycle at $9.95 if you have no insurance coverage. But it depends on the circumstances. We will look at them for everyone. That's why if you get only one or two follicles and you want to do a retrieval, we still offer some help in all of this. And if you've had a retrieval and you want to do a reversal, you can still get a discounted reversal. Or if you do a reversal and it doesn't work, you get a discounted IVF that I think it. Ron Tindy, yes. So you can also double up on the Centratide morning and night, or using the Lupron from before the beginning of the cycle or right at the beginning of the cycle. So everyone should be joining the support groups, and we need positive criticism and critiquing. We need a positive support group, and that's why again we're going to be developing the CNY Fertile Access Team, which is all about a village and a tribe of friendship and support, coaches and positivity. That's it more than anything. Can you touch more on syncing cycles for reciprocal IVF?
Without birth control.
Estrellas Prometrium.
Yeah.
That's what I recommend over the birth control pill anyway. Estrellas 2 milligram Prometrium, and a freeze-all cycle. It's so simple. Freeze on day 3 and then thaw and transfer the next month. That may be better, but it's just another way. But if you start even Lupron, you can do, and stay on Lupron is another way to do it. Right?
That would work really well too.
Let's go up. Male fertility at CNY. We do male fertility consultations. We will help get your blood testing, ultrasounds, semen analysis, and then help direct you to if it's a varicolectomy or a biopsy, open or closed, or it's helping you with donor sperm. We can
or even medication. There's a lot of male fertility that is enhanced with medication.
HCG, Clomid, Letrozole, Carnivore Keto is critical.
And the supplements too, eh?
And the molecular male and female supplements.
Yeah, that works really well for male fertility.
Right. And never, ever, ever, ever give up. Have faith every single day in the way. That's the most important thing. I'm planning to go to Colorado. Dr. Fink, Brandes, and Dr. Magarelli, husband has frozen testing vials we are using during our consult that would suggest that we do a Zymote and see which is better. If you have mobile sperm, Zymote can be used. If you don't, you can't use Zymote. You must have mobile sperm. But
with Teza, we don't generally have a lot of sperm.
Right. You don't get mobile sperm, and so in general,
just go straight. I think it might be working also.
And fresh or frozens work great. Let us know what you want to do, whether it's a day 3. I recommend day 3s all day long.
Yeah, we should be doing more day 3s. I really like day 3s. Also, Egg Retrieval tomorrow in Syracuse. Liz me 918. Will I see you there? We're both there.
We're both there. Yeah. I'm mostly doing transfers or on the phone, connecting with the Fertile Access team around the globe, and we're working on adding different languages. Really a most affordable fertility center in America, but we're working on, again, affordability, access, quality, and honesty in healthcare. And check out Ken Berry's book on lies that we've learned in medicine. And remember, the masters are just trying to share with you that they want your money, all right? And whether you come to CNY or you go anywhere else, you need to take control of your health and wellness. And the best way to do it is check out these 2 ideas. They are kick-ass amazing, and have faith in God. And the baby's plan is the way. And be a Dr. Kiltz's Keto Carnivore Crusader. We got to remember, you have to laugh and sing and dance every day. If you're depressed, go carnivore and find a group that is like fun and exciting and sharing every single day. So we've been on a little long today, haven't we, Doctor?
That's okay. We had fun. Let's see. Is there one last question?
Premature ovarian failure.
Right.
Look at, well, again, go to the access of Keto, Carnivore, and look at that. And remember, never, ever, 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 ever give up, but give it up to God within all of us, and faith trumps everything. How about this one, Doctor?
Good morning from LA. Good morning from LA. Just had my egg retrieval with Dr. Faruqi. Spell check. Oh, hi. I hope it goes well.
And I'm the kid from Los Angeles, and we're working on a center in LA, and Louisiana and Los Angeles. But remember, talk to your OBGYN and say, hey, I've heard about this CNY fertility place. If you can do the monitoring, they can do my retrieval and make it more affordable. Ask about a mini or a low-dose protocol or natural, and ask your OBGYN, can you do a laparoscopy, hysteroscopy to check for endo and clear it out? And can we also get some pre-testing with you? That's for sure. You can do an HSG at the time of retrieval, by the way. We have a room to do it in.
Yes, and we also do a lot of hysteroscopy at the time of the retrieval, which is also very informative.
All right. We're going to call it a day. And good doctor. And to everyone out there, remember, faith first. Always believe and know that I am fertile and living a fertile life. And don't forget to check out Kiltz, Keto, Carnivore, and the Family Building Guide. And we'll see you in this week. And if you're in the office, ask for any of us. If you want to do a selfie, a picture, or you want to give us some criticism, critique,
Come and see us.
How we can do better.
Yeah.
That's what we want to know. And Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, again, we can do a satellite first to help you to get all of us. Remember, we're living a fertile life already. God bless. We'll see you guys.
And we love you.
We love you, love you, love you. So thank you for joining us.